We welcome you to Los Angeles for a big-time matchup on the West Coast. Two playoff contenders looking to rebound after losses in week number 5. Today, it's the Philadelphia Eagles who come to town, led by Jalen Hurts, to take on the winners of Super Bowl VI, the Los Angeles Rams, who are looking to rebound after a terrible season a week ago. They started off 3-1, but they've lost their last game. So let's see what we can do. A matchup between two 3-2 competitors looking to stay above 500. Today, Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. Time to get ready here in Los Angeles. Lights, camera, action. Let's get this game started. And here we go. Brett Maher will kick this one away. It will go in the end zone for a touchback. Boston Scott actually will take it out. Never mind. Interesting decision by Scott, usually a conservative kick returner. Takes it out to the 22, and that's where we see Jalen Hurts, who lost the Super Bowl last season. It's been a decent start to the year. They went 3-2. They lost to the 49ers and then to the Cowboys last week. After, of course, didn't have to do much in that Cowboys game. This defense for Philadelphia has been carrying him for most of the season. Had a good season a year ago. Slower start for this Philly offense this year. Let's see what we got on the opening drive as they begin from their 22-yard line. So here we go. Hurts line up under center. Pitch to Swift. Swift has a hole. Swift down the field. DeAndre Swift. Convoys can't get him. Swift outruns them all. Touchdown, Eagles. What a start to game of the week. And him and Jalen Hurts popping a dance in the end zone after that one. DeAndre Swift, his longest career touchdown, takes it 78 to the house on the first play from scrimmage. An unbelievable way to kick off this game after their slow rushing offense last week. What a score by number 0 to get this one kicked off. 7-0. Philadelphia leads the Rams right out of the gate. So we'll see if anything else chaotic happens after that DeAndre Swift score. This one will go in the end zone, and this one will be a touchback. Matthew Stafford threw for 400 yards in Super Bowl VI, won that Super Bowl MVP along with the game. We'll trot out to the 25. Last season was rough. The Rams only won 6 games. Of course, Stafford didn't really look his best at times, but so far this year's been pretty consistent, trying to get the Rams to an early 4-2 start. As here, Stafford will start from the 49 here on 1st and 10. Fake to Williams. Stafford gets it. The ball is free on the ground. Who's got it? Scooped up by Kyren Williams, who comes back to get it, but the ball got knocked out. I believe that was Fletcher Cox who knocked it out of the hands of Matthew Stafford. It's a loss of 11. And this defense, of course, has been consistent throughout the year. They haven't allowed too much. They allowed 38 in week 2. But overall, they've done their part in forcing turnovers, just like a year ago. It was Fletcher Cox who knocked it out of the arms of Stafford. So here we go, 2nd and 10 now from the 29. That was Hurts' first incompletion of the game. Hurts to throw. Fires it. End zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown on the score, and the Eagles lighting it up here in California. And A.J. Brown on the outside. Rams played zone defense. They lost A.J. Brown, who got both feet down for the touchdown, I believe. All about possession of the ball. And we'll see. I don't know if we will go to a booth review, about to say, because that ball kind of moved there. We'll see if Brown had possession. I'm pretty sure he did. But just to make sure, yeah, that 100%. Both feet, the ball's in clear possession. This should stand for a touchdown. A.J. Brown had a quiet game against the Cowboys last week. A big play from 29 yards out. His first catch of the game will be a touchdown. It does stand. So the Eagles, doesn't take them long. They score one from 78. They score one from 29. Racking up points all around. 14-0. This could potentially be a blowout. Philly on top by 2 possessions. 2nd down and goal from the 5. Rams have just grinded down the field. Fake Stafford to throw with time, backpedaling, fires. It is caught for the touchdown. Ben Skoranek puts the Rams on the board. And a good score there by the Rams. They were not looking so hot defensively. Their offense stalled out on their opening drive, but they find the end zone here. We kind of expected a moderate scoring game. We could get a high scoring one. Perfect throw by Stafford to find Ben Skoranek there in the end zone. Man coverage for the Eagles did not work that time around. And out comes Maher for the extra point to make it a 7-point game. A good response for the Rams. After getting down early, they go down the field, and it's Stafford to Skoranek from 5 yards out. Rams down by 7 at home. 3rd down and 3. They will not elect to snap it. They'll let the quarter tick to the end. 14-7, an exciting start here in SoFi Stadium where the Eagles are up by 7 against the Rams. And now here's Jake Elliott, who's been almost perfect all year long. He's only missed one. He puts this one up and through. 17-7. The Eagles go back up by 2 possessions thanks to the leg of Jake Elliott. So now 2nd down and 10 from the 25. Stafford under center. Fake it to Williams. Stafford runs out of time and goes down. Avonte Maddox got in there on the sack on Stafford. A big-time sack, loss of 8. And a corner blitz for the Eagles ends up paying off. Stafford turned around. There was no time. Avonte Maddox was in there on the sack. Hasn't had a sack since 2021. So it's been a little while for Maddox. He had 2 picks in the Super Bowl. Big-time player early on. And here we go, 3rd and 18 after the sack by Maddox. Stafford, another blitz, and they get to him again. This time it's Kevin Byard, the former Titan, getting to Matthew Stafford. And it's a loss of 12. 4th and 30 coming up for the Rams. Back-to-back sacks by this Eagle defense. And I mentioned it earlier in the game. Of course, they didn't do so hot against the Cowboys. Some concerns, but coming out in this game against the Rams, no troubles at all. They sacked Stafford back-to-back times. 2nd attempt for Jake Elliott. So back-to-back drives end in back-to-back field goals. This one right down the middle from 47 to put the Eagles up by 13. And now here is Hurts on 2nd and 10 to throw. Hurts rolls to his left, pumps, stutter steps, going to run. Jalen Hurts with plenty of green grass to go, bouncing off defenders and down to the 44. What a run from Jalen Hurts, who moves the chains for the Eagles inside Rams territory. They are 4 for 4 on their drives today, trying to go 5 for 5. But Jalen Hurts, using his legs and that strength, he can front squat 600 pounds, and he showed it right there by trucking through Rams defenders. So that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 20-7, the Eagles dominating the Rams in America's Game of the Week. So here we go, 2nd down and goal. First play out of the 2-minute warning. Hurts to roll to his left. He's got green grass in front of him. Jalen Hurts gonna run it in. Touchdown, Eagles. And a volleyball spike from Jalen Hurts. Able to get to the perimeter right there and find the end zone. A little strut into the end zone as well for number 1. And that's 5 straight drives with touchdowns. No offensive or defensive inconsistency so far for the Eagles. They are steamrolling the Los Angeles Rams. And they go up by 20, their largest lead of the game. 27 first half points for the Eagles. So we'll see if they can maybe get more points. 20 seconds to go. Hurts on the move to his left again. Gonna run. Hurts bounces. Lost the football. It's loose. And the Rams get it. All Jalen Hurts had to do was go down. And the Rams had chance for points at the end of the half. And Stafford grabbing his helmet. Look, the Rams are going to get out there to the 17. Jalen Hurts bounced off a defender, tried to get more, and got hit. And a huge recovery is Aaron Donald, who knocked the fumble free. And now the Rams will just take their 3 points on 1st and goal. Don't want to try and risk it and waste more time. So they'll be down by 17 as Maher's chip shot field goal is good. They capitalize off the fumble and cash in 3. So we'll see what Boston Scott decides to do. They'll kick it short to make him return. Scott going to try and get as many yardage as he can. He'll get to the 28, not enough for a touchdown. And we'll go to halftime. 17-point ball game, an exciting first half. Definitely not what we expected. The Eagles firing off on all cylinders. 5 for 5 on their drives in the first half, and then take a commanding 17-point lead, leading almost every statistical category. 4th and 2, Elliott's field goal, good. 3 for 3 on the day for Jake Elliott, and he puts the Eagles back up by 20. Good day to have Jake Elliott in your fantasy league this week. Eagles up by 20. And that will take us to the fourth quarter. Pretty defensive quarter there, where the Eagles are up 30-10, 15 minutes away from going to 4 and 2. So now for Stafford, 3rd down and 10. Rams need a touchdown here. Stafford, time, fires, intercepted! And it's Bradbury. Bradbury back the other way, chased by Nakua. And Bradbury's going to be wrapped up by Kyron Williams at the 13. Jordan Bradbury, his first pick of the season, had 1 interception the entire portion of last year. And the Eagles will come out to the 13 and look to put up more points and definitely seal up their victory. 2nd down and inches now after the nice run from DeAndre Swift. Hurts keeps it. Wide open lane. Gets through the contact and in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that one might put this game to bed. Jalen Hurts, 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. And there's Nakobe Dean loving it on the sideline. Whole Eagles defense loving it. And this one will definitely put Philadelphia back on the map as contenders yet again. 3 and 2, everyone's starting to write them off early in the season, but you can't really write off anyone this early. And Philadelphia definitely proving that as what a victory they're going to have here today. And it's led by Jalen Hurts, who really the Eagles' rushing game as well. Of course, Swift had the big touchdown to open the game up. Jalen Hurts now with 2 rushing touchdowns. And the Rams, who were 3-1 at one point, they're going to drop 2 straight and be in trouble going into their bye week. But today's been all about the Eagles. They're up now by 27. 4th and 2, Rams looking to convert. Touchdown is well needed. Stafford to throw. Pass is caught by Cooper Kupp, who's had a big second half. So here we go, 4th and goal. We'll see what the Rams can do here. Stafford back to throw. Time, pass, picked off. Darius Slay with the interception takes a knee. And the Rams still not able to cash in as the veteran, the former Lion, Darius Slay picks one off. Stafford was looking for Cooper Kupp, but Darius Slay gets in the way and picks it off. Eagles looking to wind down the clock. 2-minute warning. 37-10. Rams trying to at least put up something. So here we go. 4th and 1. Stafford to throw for the 58th time, and it's incomplete, short of Cooper Kupp, and that will do it. As long as Hurts doesn't fumble again on a run, the Eagles should be able to win. And that will do it. Philadelphia moves to 4 and 2 and back in the hunt for the 1 seat in the NFC. The Los Angeles Rams will slip to 3 and 3 and have to try and rebound in week 7 to try and, of course, hunt down the 49ers for the division lead. Even with Sam Darnold, San Francisco still looks competitive. But for now, the Rams are going to go into their bye week sitting at 500. Philadelphia will take on Seattle next week to try and improve to 5 and 2. That'll be a tough game. They'll be back in America's Game of the Week for the 4th time in 7 weeks. Philadelphia getting a hard schedule this year, and they're living up to the challenge. Today proving it. I mean, they took care of business against the Los Angeles Rams. Philadelphia improves to 4 and 2, 37-10, a dominant victory against the Rams on the road. So everyone kind of questioned if the Los Angeles Rams were truly back, and a lot of people are saying no after this result. 37-10, Philadelphia taking care of business. Hurts, again, 3 incompletions and 193 yards. He was very good through the air. DeAndre Swift, 136 career high, also had a touchdown. Stafford, 35 for 58, 316, a touchdown, but 2 interceptions did not help the cause for the Rams, who slipped to 3-3 and third in the division. This is ASC signing off.